Howdy, my name is Trent Graham, and today I'll be presenting my project for Chem 117-517. Today I'll mainly be focused on the science of solubility. To get started, there are four key factors to what makes something soluble versus insoluble. Those factors include temperature, polarity, pressure, and stirring. But today, we'll mainly be focused on polarity. Polarity is what is defined by a molecule structure. So for example, we have a molecule H2O right here. We can see that it has two dipoles and they're in a bent formation. This means that the molecule as a whole is polar, meaning that the dipoles do not cancel out. The reason I showed you a molecule of water and showed that it was polar is because that is a key factor into why it can break apart other substances, like salt, for example. Water is known as a universal solvent, and the main thing it is capable of doing is breaking apart other weaker polar bonds, like NaCl. And this is why we have salt water. This is why we can dissolve sugar into water. It's why we can sweeten our drinks. Now, water being the universal solvent, you would think water can break down everything, but we know this isn't the case. We know that oil spills happen. And the reason that that is a problem is because of the molecular geometry of oils, like C8H18. So we can see from the Lewis structure that all of the dipoles cancel out. You could work it through and you'd come to that same conclusion, meaning that this molecule behind me is non-polar. And like I said a little bit earlier, polar molecules can only break down other polar molecules. This is why oil floats on top of water. This is why if I sprayed this entire can of spray butter into water, it would never go away. They would just float on top of each other. Lipids and oils will not dissolve into water. So my main goal of this presentation was just to teach about how things come to be, how salt water is, how you can sweeten your sweet tea or other drinks. And I hope you have a solid understanding of why some things are soluble and why some things are insoluble. And I appreciate you watching. Thank you.